Hi Virgo, welcome to your March 2021 love reading. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. I want to start with the feminine energy of Virgo for the month of March, and then I'll move on to the masculine energy. I'll get an oracle for the feminine first. Either side can resonate, of course. It's not about gender either, guys, it's about the energy. So however you identify, this is the more feminine energy that's coming through for the earth sign of Virgo for the month of March. I'm going to take that one there. Okay, we have the card of Faery, abundance, peace, and contentment. And strangely enough, guys, I have to put this out there because it's a message I got immediately from this card, is that although it's the feminine energy, there's a very, I feel like I could be actually talking about someone here who, well, I feel it could be a man, guys. I just have to put it out there. I don't normally like to speak about gender, but that's what I'm picking up. So this may resonate in reverse for if you're a Virgo female here. So let's take a look at the masculine energy. Sometimes it works out that way. It just depends who is in the more masculine energy and who is in the more feminine energy. So let's take a look at the masculine energy that is around Virgo, please, for the month of March, the masculine energy. Gratitude, giving thanks. That is beautiful. So I do feel that if you're in a male-female traditional kind of energy here, or whoever is identifies as that. Okay, so let's see the connecting energy between this. So however you identify, either as the masculine or the feminine side, again, it's not about gender, but I'm going to put down the connecting energy between these two people. Let's take a look. We have full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay. So I do feel like there's a stubborn energy between the two of you, a bit of ego. You could even be dealing with a Leo, or if you could have Leo in your chart. So let's see where this goes, guys. Somebody's got a little bit of ego getting in the way. A bit of resistance, a bit of stubborn energy. But overall, it's a beautiful energy between the two of you. It feels like the ability to have, to find a place of peace, contentment. Let's start with the feminine energy, which again could be the masculine. I know it gets confusing, guys. It's not about gender. It's up to you to decide which side is resonating as your energy and the other person. So let's have a look. I'm going to call this the feminine energy that is around Virgo for the month of March. Okay, interesting cut there. Let's take a look at the feminine energy, where they currently stand, where they hope to stand with this in the future, their intention towards the masculine, how they've perceived the masculine in the past, their doubts and fears, what's happening in the environment and the potential outcome. And let's take a look at the masculine energy. What is showing up as the masculine energy that is around Virgo for the month of March, please, Spirit Guides. Okay, we'll take a look at the masculine's energy, where they currently stand, where they hope to stand with this in the future, their intentions towards the feminine. We'll also take a look at how they've perceived the feminine in the past, their doubts and fears, what is happening around them that's affecting them, and the potential outcome. Okay, guys, now, I'm picking up this Faery card. And when I was doing the meditation on the reading beforehand, I was doing the feminine energy, but I honestly feel like it is a more masculine energy coming up from a more feminine feminine kind of, well, they're acting within their feminine side, receptivity. What I'm getting around this is, I'm going to say this is the masculine on this side just to make it easier, and I'll say the feminine is on this side in more traditional kind of roles, okay? But I feel like the masculine here is wanting the feminine to do most of the effort, most of the work. That's what I'm getting here, guys. So masculine on this side, just to keep it simple, feminine on this side, and right in the center is the energy between the two of them. I feel like the masculine here has quite a bit of ego. We've got a lot of pride here. A sense of, when you think of a lion when it's in the wild, and the lioness is around to do the work for it. The lion just kind of sits back and looks pretty, right? But the lion is the one that is the traditionally very masculine kind of energy. So that's what I'm feeling here. This seems to be a very traditional type of masculine person. Okay, more the feminine here is the one that would be required to be more of the to do more of the work, that kind of thing. Okay, this feels like I hate to use the term servitude, but it feels a little bit like that, like someone needing to be grateful for another's presence. Gosh, that is ego. So someone's got a bit of an ego here. So let's talk about this, Virgo. Let's look at the masculine energy on this side. They're coming up as the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, this is wanting to stay put, feeling very comfortable with where they're at. There is a sense of stubbornness here as well, not wanting to change or shift their perspectives. Somebody here is very set in their ways as well. Doesn't like to have intrusions on their time. They like to have their me time. Like you wouldn't approach this lion when it's in its element there, would you? No. So there's an element of unapproachability around this more masculine energy. Okay, now the feminine is showing up here as the Page of Cups, but it's in the reverse. This feels like being met by, it's kind of like a child, if you will. If you think of a cub coming to approach the male lion and being swatted away, it kind of feels like that. But yet the masculine energy here is protective. I get that. There's protection here, but in a very traditional kind of male role, and not wanting to be bothered with like the feminine here would be required to deal with the details and not bother the masculine, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's continue on. The masculine energy has the Four of Swords. So yeah, there is this very strong energy of just wanting to rest, do their own thing. It feels like the masculine here is someone who's very, I get a sense of happiness, contentment, feeling good with where they're at, being able to sit back and kick back and enjoy life, that kind of feeling that I'm getting around them. It feels like finding peace. Now the feminine energy has the Wheel of Fortune, but it's in the reverse. So it does seem like there's a blockage. Yeah, the masculine energy seems to be happy with where they're at. There's, I'm happy with how things are. I don't want there to be change. I feel like the feminine here would like change, but is not getting it at the present time. Let's see. Hopes for the future for the masculine is the Five of Cups. in the reverse. Okay, so there's a gradual shift here. There is a gradual shift away from living. I get a past way of living. They're gradually moving towards the future, gradually moving towards thinking about the future. But it's very, very slow kind of energy that I'm feeling around this person. I feel like it's very tough to move this masculine. You know, think about trying to move a lion if it's lying down. Would you even try? No is the answer. So it feels like the feminine here has kind of left this masculine alone because they fear the lion. They fear being bitten. Yeah, this feels like someone slowly moving out of their comfort zone, slowly moving away from the past. Now the feminine energy, future energy, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So yeah, I feel like the feminine has had to retreat, withdraw, rethink their plans. The feminine may have had plans for I feel like there's a rethinking of plans. The feminine may have been thinking of something else entirely, and now they're having to rethink their plans. There's something here which is creating an upset for the feminine, a switch. And they're needing to go back to the drawing board here and think, okay, all right, well, what's my next step? Yeah, I feel like the feminine here had plans to do something, but I feel like that is now stopped, and they may actually be changing that plan to something else entirely. But let's see where that goes, guys. The masculine's intention towards the feminine, we have the Horned God, or the Devil card. Yeah, again, I get this kind of, I get it as like living a life of pleasure, and getting what one wants. Yeah, I feel like the masculine energy here is actually maybe a little bit arrogant because they feel like they're getting what they want. Like all of their wishes have come true. Yeah, the masculine here is this in this very strong, arrogant kind of energy with this lion, and he's sitting back there thinking, wow, this is great. This is fantastic. So the masculine energy here seems to be really finding contentment and happiness with the way things are going. But with the feminine, let's continue. The feminine's energy towards the masculine. Okay, Five of Wands in reverse. It is because the feminine has stepped back and allowed the masculine to be this lion. Okay? So I feel like the feminine energy was acting maybe in a more masculine way, or a more yang way, a more action-oriented way. The feminine energy was in charge of their life. They may have been single, in control of their what to do next. But now it seems like there's I'm talking about two people who've gotten together now, and the feminine is needing to take into account the masculine energy. But in order to do that, I feel like the feminine has had to I get it as a little bit of submission, guys. I mean, I don't like that term. I'm trying to think of another way to put it, but it feels like backing down, not putting up a fight. Okay? Yeah. In order for this masculine, this masculine here seems to be a very alpha type energy. They like to be treated like a king, like royalty here. I'm getting very king-like or prince-like energy with these two cards, a lion, Leo, the king, right? So being treated like a king, being put up on a pedestal, being treated very well. And it's almost like the feminine here is needing, the masculine feels like they should just be grateful for their presence in their life. I mean, it's a lot of ego here, guys. Let's see. How the masculine has viewed the feminine in the past. The Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's... it's taken a while for this to get going, for the two of you to get together, because I feel like the feminine energy was acting in a more in control, which actually was good for the feminine. I feel like that wasn't a bad place to be, but yet I feel like it delayed this because this masculine is the type of person that feels like they need to be in a position where they are applauded, vindicated, to be seen as a winner. And for some reason there was something here that I'm picking up. Let's see what it was. The moon. Okay. I feel like the feminine in the past, there was a lot of things that the feminine didn't understand about this masculine. And that's the fact that the masculine needed to be masculine. This seems to be a case, and it happens a lot these days, guys, where, feminine, there's traditional gender roles, right, which are really thrown out the door because there's just so many genders these days. But this masculine energy has stuck with the traditional role of the masculine role, alpha, right? The feminine energy is much more progressive, much more open, and I feel that they've had to, in order to be successful in life, I feel like they've had to be in a more masculine role. It may have been a work situation where they've had to be a more dominant type of personality in order to get ahead. But this masculine energy is, I hope that it's not misogyny that we're talking about here. I hope that it's not. But it does feel like very traditional male role here, believing that the feminine needs to be the more submissive person. I feel that that's what the feminine didn't realize here, is that this masculine needed to be the one that's in control. So there's a lot of domination and control that I see around this masculine energy, and a lot of work being performed by the feminine. Goodness, let's have a look at the doubts and fears. For the masculine, we've got the Four of Wands. It's kind of like fear of domesticity, domestication. I feel that they've wanted to be sure that the feminine will take care of them. That's what I'm getting, guys. The feminine's fears when it comes to the masculine is this Four of Pentacles. Well, yeah. I feel like the feminine is slowly realizing that the masculine has this tendency to be quite, to want things their way, to want to get a controlling kind of energy around them. There's a lack of emotional, again I get this kind of energy of a traditional male role where someone is seen as not unemotional, Ah, goodness. Yeah, it's so hard because it's a very old-fashioned kind of viewpoint that I'm seeing here. The feminine is fearful of being tied down with someone like this, you know? Because I am getting, in order to be with this masculine, the feminine would have to give up their freedom, okay? The feminine would have to give up their freedom. Now, the external influence for the masculine is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like the feminine energy here is offering them stability, a grounded energy, a strong, solid foundation for the future. There could even be prosperity involved here. And this is driving the masculine to realize that they don't want to miss out on this opportunity. External influence for the feminine is the Ace of Cups. So now I feel like there is love on the table. So love has come to the fore, and is love enough? Because I do feel like there is love between these two people. But in order to be happy and content with one another and live together, I feel like the feminine would need to I get an energy that the feminine here would have to give up their sense of some freedoms here, and I don't know. I'm not sure. It's going to be up to you guys to decide. Let's take a look. The masculine energy has the Death card as the outcome, the Lord of Shadows. So yeah, I feel like they're coming out wanting a new beginning with this feminine, and it feels like they're stepping out from something that has held them back. I was talking about them needing to release something from the past here, and it's slowly coming forward, slowly working towards it. I do get that they are going through a process of change, personal transformation, an ending of an old lifestyle in order to have a new beginning. But I actually feel like it's very beneficial to this masculine energy. This change is very beneficial because it creates, I get, abundance in the masculine's life, which they didn't have before. They had a feeling of safety and security in the past, but it was without happiness. It was without contentment. There was a lack of peace there. There was some kind of safe harbor, but I get that they're now uprooting only because there's something better, okay? There's something better for them. So they're going towards something better. The feminine has the Two of Wands in reverse. So yeah, choice. I feel like the feminine has had a choice to be with this masculine energy or to go a separate way. And I feel like the feminine is going to have a change of plans, guys. So whatever plan they had originally, I feel like they're going to be switching out that plan for another plan. It could be to be with this person here. Okay, so the feminine may have planned to go their separate ways. They may have decided, that's not going to work with that person. I'm just going to be on my own. I may travel. I may go and do something else. But now I feel like those plans are changing. A rethinking of plans, guys. We'll talk about this in the extended because I feel like there's a lot more to say, but before we get to the extended, I will pull out a card from the Oracle of Seven Energies. If you prefer a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or feel free to check out my Etsy shop and purchase directly there. The link is down below. The extended reading will be going a lot more in depth, so please do join me there. It'll be about a 30-minute reading, be clarifying as well. But let's before we go there, let's have a look. I want to get a card from the Oracle of Seven Energies here, and we have the Rose's Kiss. It feels, it's interesting because this dog is kissing the rose, right? And the Rose's Kiss. It's very abundant energy. It's cards of pleasure, joy, fulfillment, peace, abundance. I feel that this could work as long as the feminine was okay with giving up some of their dominant side, because I feel like the masculine here is very much a dominant type of person. So for this to work, I feel like the feminine would have to be okay with that, be okay with being more in their a traditional feminine role. And if that's the case here, then this could work. And I feel like the two of these people could lead a very happy life. But again, that's going to be an individual thing, whether or not the feminine can do that. I feel like it's the feminine here that would be the one that has to take a step back to allow this masculine to be more of a presence in their life. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'll take this to the Vimeo for the extended reading. Again, the link for that is down below if you'd like to join me. Wishing you the best with this. Please do take care. Please like, share and subscribe. Virgo, that would be wonderful if you would do that. And of course you can feel free to join my band of gypsies. If you'd like to do that, there are ways that you can support my channel by clicking on the join button below. Virgo, thanks again for watching. Please do take care, and bye for now.